All y'all do the same shit. Whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you living in the White House.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know.
The whole reason why I really didn't pursue it because he was a good guy.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over. Forever 21 was a lie. Sit down. Stop playing with yourself.
Women have it hard, okay? Women have it hard. You have no idea what women go through every day, okay?
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid? What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? And I get there with women, I truly do.
As a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills.
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life, ever.
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my God.
That's not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be nice.
You know sometimes and how a problem bothers us? It really is.
All y'all do is see with some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you living in the White House.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know.
The whole reason why I really didn't because he was a good guy.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie days are over. Ever 21 was a lie.
Women have it hard. You have no idea what women go through every day, okay?
Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast oh my God, this bitch is dumb as hell.
I've slept with over 200 men.
I know you're fed up, ladies.
Why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat, especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
Men are inside of women's down their guys are literally into a girl's.
We'll return after these messages.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
She might not have told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men. And they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going in.
I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all's ass.
The majority of these men are either, all, as far as I'm concerned, all of these men are either cheaters, will physically, emotionally, mentally hurt you. They will disrespect you. They are on the DL, bisexual, gay, whatever.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.
They don't know how to make plans. They don't know how to be good communicators. They don't know what they want. And they act like children.
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women. I'm not a devil, and by no means am I a monster.
Oh, Lord, I know it. If she says something intelligent, I'll give her credit for it. But I'm willing. It's gonna be some dumbass shit.
I'm going. I want my money right now.
Don't get your money. Don't worry.
The arrangement is over.
No kidding. No kidding!
I'm not just having sex with one, not two, but 3 different guys. That's right. I'm a player, but that's cool because I got it like that.
We're the leftovers, Kendra.
Who's the leftovers?
We're the leftovers, and I saw it. I read an article.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
They said that anybody above the age of 30 are leftovers.
Honey, I'm not leftover or nothing. I'm a specialty. So let me tell you something. I'm trying to be kind.
This concept of I could do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached. Being pretty only gets you so far. It'll get you into a bed. It'll get, matching with you on online dating. Getting that validation from there. Getting comments on Instagram, trying to get in her pussy. Telling her whatever she want to hear. Yeah, women should be empowered. Yeah. All that shit. Yeah, it'll get all that. But actually
What up?
Motherfucker.
Hit
That's
the like button.
That's where woman struggles every time. Mark my word. Mark my fucking word. Look at Halle Berry. Halle Berry can't keep a fucking man. That bitch, that bitch is literally fucking documented in history as one of the baddest bitches. Angelina Jolie, Halle Berry, they documented
About to get started.
as the
Bear
most
with me.
beautiful bitches
Bear
on
with me. Hit the
earth.
like button. We about to get started in a few minutes.
Fucking F. And they can't keep a man.
Something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man. Like, I'm not crazy. Right?
If you want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to be the $10 live stream. Go Cash
that
App,
you make a
PayPal.
mistake.
Pin to the top
We
of
all
the chat.
make mistakes. We have a right to
Also
say,
in the
"Oh, God,
description.
this was a mistake."
Or you can do super chat,
Let me
super
start
sticker. That's the
again.
dollar
We have a
symbol
right
right
to
in the
do
chat
that.
box.
Right.
What else? Let's just get started. This is kind of a special broadcast. I want to go over Jaleesa from 106 in Park. She was on a popular show on BET. It was a cultural juggernaut in the black community. They play music videos and stuff. It's a really popular show amongst the urban demo. So, yeah, she was on there. Everybody was lusting after her because she was a hot bitch. And honestly, she still, I don't know if I'd say hot. I got a hang up about calling women over 40 hot. But a woman can still be beautiful over 40. Oh, I don't feel comfortable saying that. I just cringed hearing myself say that. How do I want to word this? Women can still look good over 40, but it's a different type of look good. 20-year-old beautiful and 40-year-old beautiful. 20-year-old looking good and 40-year-old looking good are two different universes. Okay? So I'm trying to see what video I want to go over first. Okay, let's do this. This is a video she made called Yes, I'm Still Single. And she made this video 4 years ago. So she made this video, what's this, 2026? I think it was closer to 5 years ago. Let's call it 5 years ago. So she made this video in about 2021. And she was in her late 30s. She was in her late 30s then. And now she's 42. Still trying to hold on to being a hot piece of fuck meat. Because that's one of women's highest values, especially if they're, attractive. It's going to be some of their highest values. Shallow shit. Being a hot piece of fuck meat. Now, let's just look at this real quick. Because it just the screen right there, not to say that you can't wear a New York Yankees jersey at 42. I'm not saying that. But the whole aesthetic is like a young girl aesthetic. And that's kind of my whole point. Once they get over a certain age, they spend the rest of their lives trying to capture some type of 22-year-old baddie aesthetic. And once they start getting 40 and up, the shit just get cringe. It just start getting cringe. Don't nobody rep New York more than someone who don't live in New York anymore. This is childish shit. Look at this. Is this what grown, mature adults do? Whatever. Let's. Ooh. Oh, that look a little worse. But hold on. How do I pause it? Oh, she can still get every inch of my cock. I'm not saying. Oh yeah, let's pause there. Let's pause. You know what's funny? YouTube will potentially kick me off YouTube for me saying she can get every inch of my cock. But they don't kick bitches like this off YouTube for showing body like this and being sexually suggestive. It's just hypocrite shit. But yeah, she look good right there. My penis would not have a hard time getting hard if I was having a rendezvous with her. But it's also sick, sad, and pathetic because it's like you're 42 years old. Not that you can't look sexy at 42 years old, but it's like, have you not advanced past thirst trapping on Instagram at 42? Blue 42. You it's a testament to where she is at mentally. It really is. I'm not mad at her. I see a lot of guys would like, "Well, what you gay, bro? You fucking gay or something, bro?" They get mad. They'll get triggered at a man thinking a level deeper than just, "Oh, I want to fuck." Why you worried about where she at mentally? You should just be worried about fucking those tits, bro. Because these are the 80 percenters who only think surface level and get triggered if they see a chick they want to fuck getting criticized in any way other than criticizing her for not wanting to fuck. But anyway, she's a woman, bro. She deserves respect. No, I rebuke that. A woman doesn't deserve respect just because she's a woman. That's reverse sexism. Because nobody would clap if I said all men deserve respect because they're men. Well, what kind of man is he? No, but nobody scream that out when we say all women deserve respect. But I wanted to go over this. Once again, hot piece of fuck meat. Trying to present as the hottest piece of fuck meat possible. Midlife. Says I'm 42. I've tried countless beauty trends. Yeah, trying to hold on to it. Yes, you're going to spend your life doing these countless beauty trends to continue to try to compete with 22-year-olds. And once again, props, because you're keeping up pretty damn well. I'll admit myself. But on an intellectual character level, why do you want to? Not that you can't look good, but why is this such a important focus for your life? And if you're so smart and your personality is so great, because I get it, the argument would be, well, this is how she makes her living, RB. But I get it. But if she's so smart and entertaining and interesting, why couldn't she have pivoted by now to figure out a way to get 14,600 likes by just something she said or a talent she showed? Just never mind. Hold on, let me check the chat for a second. Everybody hit the like button. Shout out to the 7 people watching on Rumble. It's thirst trapping. EMS zero butt sculpting. Instant butt lift. I love it. Sharp ass tooth right there. Do you think she gives pokey blowjobs? Anyway. thirst trapping, just thirst trapping, thirst trapping, thirst trapping. Just money on top of money on top of money. What kind of all natural body wrap? Look at the extremes they'll go to. And I don't know if she's had any plastic surgery work, but that's next. They start cutting into their face and shit, which is obviously mental illness. Once again, anything to continue to be a hot piece of fuck meat.
Yeah, see, this is some other delusion. You just okay. Who in their right mind? This is severe mental illness. Stay the fuck away from this shit.
So yeah, so message to future RB. Record go screen grab the first half of this stream so we could chop this up as a separate episode. How long have I been live? Go screen record the first 16 minutes of this live. But let's see what else she's doing. Hold on. We'll start it over. Fuck it. Because I want to tell y'all I want to tell y'all the real sad part about all this. All this stuff she doing, lip volumizer and all that. At home laser hair removal. But this is the saddest part of all this. No matter what she does, no matter what new technologies come out, for the most part, at some point she just gonna be a old looking broad. And there's nothing she could do about it. And once they can't do anything about it and they just look like an old chick now, that's usually when the hardcore feminism kicks in, the extreme bitterness kicks in. And you can just tell they're mad at the world at that point. When there's just no denying you just a ugly old broad now. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be some ugly old dude one day, but my life wasn't based on being a hot piece of F meat. My life and identity wasn't, all about being a hot GQ model. That's the difference. See, yep, there it goes. Start shooting in their neck. Oh my goodness, man. Shooting in their face and neck. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let's just get to it.
According to this, I'm delusional. I swear, I feel like I'm not even asking for too much. My delusion score is 5 out of 5, and you don't belong on this planet. I don't belong on this planet. According to this, I'm delusional. I swear, I feel like I'm not even asking for too much. My delusion score is 5 out of 5, and you don't belong on this planet. I don't belong on this planet when it comes to dating. Anyway, guys, we'll get back to that in a second. But for now, it's me, Julissa. Welcome back to my channel. Because of the limited furniture that I have in my current house, I decided to bring you guys into my bedroom today. Also because we're talking about dating. Can you guys cue some real dramatic music, please?
Okay, I mean, yeah. She's definitely quirky. And see, I just want to say this. Women's quirkiness, it's cuter when they're young and cuter. As they get older, it just gets annoying. Or after you've been around it for a certain amount of time, it just get annoying. And another thing I want to point out real quick. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. We're going to call it 5 years ago. She's 42 now. So she was 37 when this video was made, roughly. And she's still trying to show her midsection. Y'all know I got a pet peeve for women over 25 max still trying to show their belly off or midsection off. Like, grow the fuck up.
Dramatic music, please. Oh, that works. Yeah, you're probably thinking she's still single? Or like everyone likes to comment on my social media, why are you single? Like, damn, babe, there must be something wrong with you. Why you ain't married? All these comments, trust me, I read them, I see them. When my friends come over and they're like, really? So you have more face masks in your fridge and wine than you actually have food? I feel like, okay, so that is a way of telling me I'm so single. I do like being so single at times. I love laying on this bed, literally like, any way I want. But then there's other times where I don't want to lay in the bed all by myself. I want to share my life with somebody.
Let me ask y'all something. Matter of fact, before I go into that, I got 6 new memes I added today. That's why I was gonna come on at like 10 or 11. I don't know why it takes so many hours to do that shit, but it did. I got a meme. Oh my gosh. Y'all already seen that one.
Why the fuck can't she keep a fucking man? The easiest thing on earth to sell is pussy. You would have a harder time finding drinkable water in Walmart than selling pussy. If this bitch can't sell her damn pussy, that, trust me, dude, that is a much bigger problem than you think it is. Woo! At that point, hey, like I said, either she's an easy town bicycle or keep her the fuck away from me. Because she's proved what she is over the last 15, 20 years.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get something to eat. I'm gonna play y'all something until I get back.
Women have created this narrative that
scornful or somebody who doesn't know how to draw a boundary between work and personal life, they're going to make your life hard at work. They're going to start saying shit about you at work, and we don't want to have women messing around with our jobs, with our careers, whatever you're doing. Don't give them anything. So the answer to that, fellas, is no. Only it's okay, in my opinion, if you're about to leave. You've resigned, you're about to resign, Are you going to quit for whatever reason? Fine, go at it. Go at it. Just run through it. Run through the joint. Then you get people who get married to people they work with, or in serious relationships, you know, like living together, and then they go to work on the bus together and train, and then they go to the same building. We don't do that, guys. We don't do that.
Unless you don't really care about your job, and you know, if something bad happens, you're okay with losing it. Then it's not that big a deal. But I wouldn't recommend being friends with benefits in the workplace.
Some guys are willing to lose their job or put it on the line because Kawato is making the decisions. We need to think a bit bigger than that. And I know it's hard because you get mind clouding, just testosterone induced, throbbing nuclear warhead clouding boner brain. We just can't think about anything else. But guys are willing, at all ages too. You hear about those CEOs who are on millions of dollars, and they go and hook up with the secretary or the executive assistant, whatever you want to call them. And he's married, or there's some scandal involved, and it goes awry. He might have been gassing her up, telling her that, you know, he's going to break up with the wife and go with her. So, you know, that same old story. He drops her like a hot rock, and she goes on the warpath. She's out talking to the media. She's out contacting journalists. She's telling the board of directors. Guy gets sacked, loses his whole career. 30 years of work, 40 years of work, because even at 60-year-old CEO, he gets the best of us, guys. Kawato's still there. He might be less in control, but he's still there for life. You got that throbbing boner. Guys are going to do dumb shit. Because you guys don't know what I'm talking about. You will see news reports about a guy doing something stupid. You're like, what an idiot. Kawato lives, fellas.
Just because a lot of times one person will become more attracted to the other person, and then there will be drama, and you just don't want to bring that into where you work. That being said, the same is true for someone who lives in your building. I personally have learned the hard way not to do this, because then you're going to see each other when you don't want to see each other. In fact, what if you have a friends with benefits situation, and then one of you sees each other on a real date and gets jealous? It's just a little too close for home. You don't want any drama. You don't want the friends with benefits getting jealous and then talking to the person you're actually dating seriously. I would just avoid that for sure. When the person...
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Most guys are not able to pull this off, by the way. This is the female experience. She's a relationship coach for men, so she's now trying to translate it to men. Most guys, on their best day, are not having just a nice, easy, casual friends with benefits on the side with someone at work, while also having a serious dating experience with somebody else, a committed dating experience. This is what women do. This is what a lot of women do. They've got one foot in both pools. That was a bit of a slip up there. You guys know what they get up to. If you've been a friends with benefits before, or just, you know, you don't even call it friends with benefits because you're not their friend. You're walking over there, you get into your car, you're turning up at 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night, after they've already been on a date, they've been out for dinner with some guy that they're not truly interested in. They'll call you, or you'll message them. You'll turn up in your worst outfit. You'll rock up in your Kmart t-shirt, your Nike shorts that have got holes in them that you've had for 15 years that you wear around the house, pair of thongs. You rock up there, you do the job. You couldn't give a fuck what you look like. You go there, knock it out, and she's there telling you that she just went on a date. He's a nice guy. However, she's just trying to work out, you know, if she likes him or not. Oh, I've just started seeing this guy, so she goes, this might be the last time I can see you. Oh, I can only see you another couple of times. All right, guys, if you are new to the channel, consider subbing, like, comment, and share it out with your friends. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is watch the videos for as long as you would like to. However, the longer the better. And if you want to support the channel further than that, check out the locals page linked in the video description and pinned comment. And also check out, potentially, booking in a call with me if you'd like to. same. It's in the Calendly link, and I've talked to many of you already, and it's been great. So I'm enjoying to continue to do so. If you don't want to do none of that, let's keep going. Let's keep talking about smashing backs in.
Is a classmate. Again, this can kind of be, I don't know, it's a little dicey. Classmates are not going to be classmates forever, so there is that. But if you have to see each other regularly, it might be a good idea not to do the friends with benefits thing until after that happens. Just in case there's drama, you really don't want to compromise your school or your workplace or the building you live in.
There you go. Good advice. I'll give you one more. Friends with benefits aren't with people that you know or have any trace to your real life. They don't know your friends. They don't know you really anything much about you. There's no blowback. They know nothing about you. They can't go creating drama for you.
Doing a show like this, all by myself, I want to share my life with somebody. Doing a show like this, I feel like I have to be as transparent and as authentic as possible. I'm thinking that that's why I even wanted to do this in the first place. It's truly why I did. It's the first time that I'm not mic'd up with, I am mic'd up, but I'm not reading a prompter. I'm not saying other people's words. These are actually the words that are coming out of my mouth. I feel like I've been very much putting myself out there by way of advice of my friends. They said, Julie, you just gotta put yourself out there. And I thought, yeah, I'm ready to do that. And then a pandemic happens. So I was trying to figure out how am I even supposed to date during a pandemic?
Here we go. Here we go. Ma'am, you're 37 years old at this point when you made this video. You've been cooked long before the pandemic. I love when they try to use recent excuses. 37 in 2021 talking about, oh, I'm single because COVID. No, you single because you've been a train wreck since 15 and chasing all the wrong men since 15. Don't blame this on Cove.
Even supposed to date during a pandemic. I ended up actually fast forwarding to having a quarantine boo. I will never share who that person is, so I'm just letting you guys know from now, I'm keeping it real. In my heart of heart, I don't ever want to put out there who I'm actually dating, literally until I'm married. I don't know, I've always been really, really protective about who I want to put on my Instagram when it came to my dating and love life. I've never.
And why do you think that is? Because she know there's a good chance it's going to end up like all the other relationships since she was 15, not working out. And she don't want to have to keep explaining that over and over and over again. She know what her pattern is. And who gives a fuck about posting on Instagram? See, this is what her life is about. These self-absorbed content creator types, it's all about how it look. It's all about how stuff look online. What are the comments gonna say? Real men don't want to deal with that. You supposed to be locked in with me, not locked in with a bunch of strangers on the internet worrying about what they think. And when you gonna post me on there and all that.
I want to put on my Instagram when it came to my dating and love life. I've never posted anybody on my social media, and I've been very intentional about that. I've always said to myself, I literally don't want to post my man unless I know for sure I got that ball and chain on him. I'm just kidding. Until I know for sure that I am absolutely married. I basically thought if I go about it too prematurely, you just never know what's going to happen. I grew up in a very traditional household.
She wasn't kidding about the ball and chain. That is what marriage is for men. It's to lock you down and not be able to run when I get crazy and unbearable. And I'm belittling you and controlling you. Yeah, it's the ball and chain, so you can't go anywhere. And I got the power to ruin your life, so you got to stay with me until I don't want to be with you no more, and then I still can ruin your life. Yeah, she wasn't kidding. She know what it is. Because it's all downhill from here. As beautiful as she is, with a face full of makeup, yeah, she only gets uglier, older, and more obnoxious from here. Possibly fatter. She's already given her best years to other men. Not another man, other men. Because there's two type of women on the dating market. Women who are for a man and women who are for men. After 3 partners, I'll give a bitch 3. After 3 partners, you're officially 4 men. And for people who are real sticklers, they'll say after 1 partner, you're officially 4 men. And technically, literally, that's true. You're not for a man because you've been with 2 men. But I'll give a bitch 3. Once you hit that 4th man, you're officially 4 men.
If I go about it too prematurely, you just never know what's gonna happen. I grew up in a very traditional household. When I say that, meaning like my parents have literally been together forever. Like literally forever. Since the beginning of time, I think they've been together.
Yeah, you ain't never gonna know nothing about that, unfortunately. See, I love when women do this. They want to brag on their parents being together for this amount of years and all that. That don't got nothing to do with you. And it doesn't make it better that you're so pathetic today on the dating market. Apparently, they didn't instill their values in you enough. Or apparently, you haven't been learning for your parents, so don't bring them into this mess. And because it's basically throwing dirt on their name by associating yourself with them.
That meaning like my parents have literally been together forever. Like literally forever. Since the beginning of time, I think they've been together. 40 something plus years. And I've always seen that as an example. It always gave me like the ride or die. Like I have to be in a long-term relationship like that.
Do you really think she didn't have opportunity to be in a long-term relationship like that? Oh, I learned from them to be ride or die, yet I've been with 7, 8, 9, 10 men in my lifetime. They just be talking to hear themselves talk. Do you realize we've heard the... Do you realize we know how old you are? And we heard the beginning of this video? They forget that quick.
Did anybody feel that complete lack of literally any physical attraction go out the window when she started going on that rant and she started turning borderline manly about this shit? Like, yo, she turned into a fucking man. When she's so fucking great, so is she such a great potential wife and all this shit? Who was she fucking when she was 22 and 23? Was she fucking the nice guys? The nice guys who don't have any kids and all this? Who was she fucking? I tell you who she was fucking. She was fucking a guy who didn't give a fuck. That's who she was fucking back then. See, she's not gonna touch on all that. We gonna leave that quiet. Put that over there somewhere. Then we can focus on these evil men's now. We gonna leave that out. Now, like I said in older videos, right? Since she was fucking those guys back then, talking like William Shatner, she was fucking those guys back then. Her pussy is literally calibrated for that type of guy. So even if she gets the nice guy, her pussy is not calibrated for that shit. She's been fucked hard, rough, 6 ways from Sunday, dude. By complete asshole motherfuckers that kicked her out the next morning. Alright? I remember I fucked the bitch rough here one time. This is before I met my girl. And I fucked her rough here. And walked her out to her fucking Uber. Her makeup was all white because I was spitting on the bitch face and licking her face and like just spitting in her mouth, spitting all over her. Her makeup was all gone. You mean to tell me she can go back to vanilla sex with a nice guy who's nice and brought me flowers? You think she's really happy with that shit? Be honest with yourself. Fuck out of here, man. See, because she knows she can pull this shit on that weak punk ass American bitch-made feminist crowd. She can pull that shit on them motherfuckers. She can't pull that on me. I already know what that is.
And I've always seen that as an example. It always gave me like the ride or die. Like I have to be in a long-term relationship like that. Like, once you get married, that's it. It's you're one and done. And the last thing I ever wanted was to have to take down 1,000,001 photos or, you know, bring you guys along on a ride that then ended. I don't even know actually why I've gotten to this age. I mean, I know I've definitely chosen career over past loves that would have required me to like get up and move. And like, I've had loves in the past where they literally were long distance and said, we can do this, just move overseas with me. Like, one of the biggest loves of my life was in Europe and overseas in London. And I wasn't ready. And when I tell
And look, we're gonna take this shit slow. She literally just said, I don't know why I'm single at this age. And then right after that said, well, I have chose my career over loves. In the same paragraph. So, and another thing, they just telling themselves long distance relationships aren't real. Because I'm assuming this wasn't a high school sweetheart or a college sweetheart. This was when she was grown, 22, 23, minimum. It says a lot about her that because she's avoidant, avoidant attachment style or some shit. She got mental issues. Healthy, sane women who are normal don't even sign up for long distance relationships because she know they're not real. But see, she still wanted to do what she wanted to fucking do. So a long distance relationship is perfect. I don't gotta grow. I don't gotta hear his mouth. I don't gotta be held accountable. I can just still do my thing and see him from time to time. Women like this love long distance relationships. They love it. But let me tell you why she wasn't ready. I'll tell you exactly why she wasn't ready. Because she's still a hot piece of fuck meat. Women don't even see settling down with a man as a viable option until their options start slowing down as a hot piece of fuck meat. That's why, you know, if you ask most 21, 22-year-old girls in the world today, oh, when you want to get married and have kids? About 30. It's not a coincidence that they say about 29, 30. Because that's when because that's when my looks are going to start to fade and the 22-year-olds are going to be beating me out damn near every time when it comes to the guys I really want. Now it's time to settle down. So that's what she means by not ready. I still need to reap some more benefits from being a hot piece of fuck meat. Fuck folding clothes and doing laundry. And pushing out a baby and fucking up my shape. And let me say this real quick before I press play again. A woman is supposed to sacrifice her young hot years for a family, while a man sacrifice his high earning years where he's sexually desirable in order to have a family. They both supposed to sacrifice their primes for each other for the family. That's the equal exchange. So fuck a bitch who can't give you her best years. Because she's looking for you to give her your best years when she denied you of her best years. Fuck that deal.
in London, and I wasn't ready. And when I tell you guys that I literally have chosen work over relationships at times, that's a real thing. And one of my biggest fears when it came to love and relationships is choosing the love over the work, and then it not works out in the love department. Is that going to set me back? That's hard for successful men too, to deal with a woman that also has a full-on busy schedule. Because I've also gotten comments like, oh, would you ever date a regular guy? I mean, I don't even know if a regular guy would even understand my career, and like when I have to go to events, people are going to want your attention. So I've always feared like if I do.
Well, here's the thing. A guy who does have a highfalutin career won't accept your bullshit either. That my woman is gone all the time. I gotta get penciled into her schedule as her man. No man wants that. I don't know if she gets it. She probably don't get it. Poor men, rich men, it don't matter. Men don't want that. Hence, why you look like this and you're still single at 42. Still thirst trapping on Instagram at 42, folks.
See, that Instagram is a godsend for bitches, man. It's a godsend for bitches because they get to put their whole resume of auctioning off their pussy in Instagram, and they don't gotta talk. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to speak in coherent sentences. They don't have to actually say something with sense because they know men want to fuck bitches just because they look good, right? And it's a godsend pick them up after they fail in regular life in just being a fucking decent human and trying to find an actual spouse in life. Instagram is it's a godsend for bitches.
Do date a quote unquote guy or events, people are gonna want your attention. So I've always feared, like, if I do date a quote unquote guy that, you know, is regular, doesn't understand what it's like to be in the business, if I bring him to events, or if I bring him to red carpets, or if I've, you know, gone shooting something for whatever amount of months, like, is he gonna understand that? I will admit that my career has been #1 priority in my life.
Think about this too. Let's think about this too. Let me go back. She be at all the events, interviewing all the celebrities. She done been around a little bit of everybody. Jeezy, Barack Obama, all the high-end, high-value men she been around for over 20 years. And still single? Keep her the fuck away from me. Matter of fact, I gotta play it one more time. Because so everything AD is about to say amplified times 10 because she works in the entertainment industry. So she's around high value, handsome, whatever men that all the women want. She's around those guys and been around those guys for 20 years. So everything AD is about to say times it 100.
Why the fuck can't she keep a fuck? Man, the easiest thing on earth to sell is pussy. You would have a harder time finding drinkable water in Walmart than selling pussy. If this bitch can't sell her damn pussy, that, trust me, dude, that is a much bigger problem than you think it is. Woo! At that point, hey, like I said, either she's an easy town bicycle or keep her the fuck away from me. Because she's proved what she is over the last 15, 20 years.
Bring him to red carpets, or if I've, you know, gone shooting something for whatever amount of months, like, is he gonna understand that? I will admit that my career has been #1 priority in my life over everything else. If you've ever felt that maybe you put your career as a priority in front of other things in your life, can you have the career? Can you have the love of your life, the family, like all of those things? I don't know if women do it way more versus men. You know, I always wonder, like, do men get to have it all? They can have the career, and like there will be women that will settle down. Do we just always have to sacrifice so much?
Let's break it down. First off, nobody gets it all. Men, women, or whatever. Here's why. I'm gonna break this shit down. So it will be broken down forevermore. Like, okay, I'll put it like this. Nobody gets it all. In a sense. Nobody gets it all. But if we're talking about, and a good portion of people have the career and the family. Yes, a good portion of people on the planet can finagle having the career and the family. But let's just talk about top 20 percenters. Because most people will never have a career. Most people, 80% of people, will have jobs until they die. Okay? So let's just strictly talk about top 20% type people. Let's compare the top 20% man and the top 20% woman. Okay. The reason why men can get it all is because the man has to build it up before a bitch will even really look at him. A man has to become before he can even get a bitch. So a man doesn't hit his prime until 35, 40. And now that he built it up, he done built the character, the business, everything. Now bitch is on his dick and now he can have it all because he built a career. That's established. He got his money up. And then the bitch come and then he impregnate her and now he got a family. But he still got to work all the time. So he's not going to be Mr. at home all the time. So even he don't get it all because he got to work all the time. So even though he has a family, he don't really get to spend time with them. So that's not quite having it all, but it is quite having it all. But men understand those sacrifices. Men understand that life is a trade-off when it comes to things. Right? But let's talk about this. Top 20% women can have it all too if they actually were intelligent. Now let's talk about how a woman can have it all. Because the reason why it's not the same is a woman's prime is from 18 to 25. A man's prime is from 35 to 55, let's just say. So a man has a longer prime. That's one part of it. But the other part of it is the way you have it all is starting a family in your prime. That's how you have it all. And then putting career next. Or like I said, depending on whatever order it goes in, the magic bullet for men and women to have it all is to start a family when you're the most desirable to the opposite sex. That's the magic bullet on how top 20%ers can have it all. So for men, that's having kids at 35, 40 when I got my money right. For women, that's having kids between 18 and 25 when you got your fertility and youth right. That's how women can have it all. So if my daughter told me, Daddy, I want to be an astronaut, I'll be like, okay, I'll give you the blueprint on how to have it all. Get married at 20 and start pushing out how many kids you want. And raise your kids for, I don't know, 10 years. Well, really, the earlier a woman has babies, the better. So my advice to my daughter would be, meet your mate at 14, 15. Y'all stick it out through thick and thin, and then get married at 18. You know, push out your first baby at 19. And maybe another one or two the next few years. So what, are you 23 at that point? Then raise your kids at least for, 5, 6 years. The young years or whatever. And then, start your process in becoming an astronaut after that. And that's how you can have it all as a woman. But if you forfeit your prime as a woman and don't start thinking about starting a family till you old and washed up and eggs is dried up and you passed the wall and you already been ran through and got all this baggage, now you're not going to get it all. Now you're going to get your career and loneliness and a big bed, being able to sleep in your big king size bed every night, and mental health medicines.
Women that will settle down. Do we just always have to sacrifice so much all the time? I want to know, comment below if you guys have ever felt very much like how I'm feeling right now. I'm in my late 30s and I don't really know what the love relationship cards have for me and how they're going to unfold. I'm not here to tell you like this is the only way to live your life because it's worked out this way for me, because I honestly don't know. And I'm just trying to figure it out along the way, and I want to see if you guys have any advice that we can bounce off of each other, which is why I'm like, comment below. I just want to know if it's something that you can relate to, because I have conversations with my friends that are all very goal driven, and I do have some friends that keep it very honest with me, and are like, girl, it's hard trying to be a businesswoman, trying to be a wife, a mother, a great friend, like all of these things. And yes, as women, I think we're phenomenal multitaskers, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming. Okay, so one of the questions that I get asked the most is, what am I looking for in a man? For me personally, you have to be nice. Like, I can't be with a like at the
I got a question for you, Jaleesa.
When she's so fucking great, so is she such a great potential wife and all this shit? Who was she fucking when she was 22 and 23? Was she fucking the nice guys? The nice guys who don't have any kids and all this? Who was she fucking? I tell you who she was fucking. She was fucking a guy who didn't give a fuck. That's who she was fucking back then. See, she's not gonna. She's not gonna touch on all that. We gonna leave that. We gonna leave that quiet. We put that over there somewhere. That we can focus on these evil men's now. We gonna leave that out. Now, like I said in older videos, right? Since she was fucking those guys back then, talking like William Shatner, she was fucking those guys back then. Her pussy is literally calibrated for that type of guy. So even if she gets the nice guy, her pussy is not calibrated for that shit. She's been fucked hard, rough, 6 ways from Sunday, dude. By complete asshole motherfuckers that kicked her out the next morning. Alright? I remember I fucked the bitch rough here one time. This is before I met my girl. And I fucked her rough here. And walked her out to her fucking Uber. Her pussy is not calibrated for that shit. Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner? This is why people do not hold much weight into anything women say. All right? I don't know if I'm gonna even last this whole video, man, because I don't know if I can like bear to listen to this shit. I don't know if I can bear to do this shit. But we gonna try.
Okay, so yeah, so she wants a nice guy. Do you think well, you know what? Okay. Let's go a different angle. Let's go a different angle. Because this is something I don't talk about a lot. Let's just say she has dated nice guys this whole time since she was 15. Okay? Let's say she is attracted to nice guys. You have pretty girls who will go for that guy. But then there's bad boys who will act nice in the beginning. I'm sure some of the celebrities she's probably slept with acted nice in the beginning. Wined and dined, bought her 3 dozen roses and all that. And then after they got the buns, they turned mean and bounced on her. So she got played like that a few times by celebrities and powerful men. And then the other group of men she's probably slept with are the genuine nice guys who didn't play her. But when they actually try to bring human decency to her and lock her down, she's like, oh, I'm not ready. So either way, either way, you were a train wreck who it wasn't going to work out with. You were mad at Jeezy. I'm just using him as an example. Young Jeezy took you out for a few fancy dinners and clapped them buns. And you was mad when he ain't call you back. Oh, those evil trapper guys. You know, you was mad at him talking about how he did you dirty. But then when the nice guy came, who was tall, handsome, and successful, and actually tried to make an honest woman out of you, I'm not ready. You see how that worked?
You have to be nice. Like, I can't be with a like, at the end of the day, like, my biggest pet peeve is literally going out on a date and just seeing, I'm like mad observant when I'm on a date. Like, I just want to see how they're going to treat the person that's waiting on us, the hostess. I try to be as considerate as possible. I don't know if that's just the Libra in me. I really, really try my hardest to be considerate of other people. The person that I really see myself with, I want them to be nice. Like, when someone else describes them, they're like, that's a good person right there. I want them to be successful. I'm not going to lie. I want you to at least meet me where I'm at, because I've got goals, I've got dreams, I've got aspirations. It's literally what I was just telling you, why I'm still dating and trying to figure it out, because I've always put my goals and my careers in front of everything else. So I need to be with a man that's going to be ambitious, period. Can we talk?
Now let me. I'm trying to get through this video. I don't want to keep pausing it, but we got to break it down to the gristle, like nobody else on YouTube could break it down. He has to be nice and ambitious and successful and this and that. He's just gonna get somebody younger than you who's gonna get on his program. Men don't wanna be a power couple. Get it through your thick feminist skull.
You would literally be better off betting that bacteria would survive a good dousing of Lysol than finding her a man. That's fucked up. That's the mathematical reality. I am roasting her personally, but it's just a part of the game, man. You push it on the internet, you gotta be ready for the good and the bad. So deal with it. Any man who's willing to do that is a man that is going to be a fucking chump. That's going to be trying to stay with her and any woman like her. A lot of these women, like once they hit over 30, man, like they really cannot truly and fully devotedly love you. So a lot of women will get stuck in this endless phase of, I'll chase this guy. But if he ever chases me back, I don't want him at all. Like that childish, like they end up like dogs chasing cars. When a dog chases a car, what is a dog really gonna do with a car if the car actually stops and let the dog actually chase? The dog's gonna sniff it for a while, pee on it, and then walk off. That's just how a lot of these women are. What is wrong with you? Something's got to be broken in you, and it's so deep you probably don't even know what it is. Something is wrong with you. This is not cute. This is no. But see, every woman has a running movie script in her head that she's the leader of shit. She's the main character, and then she just waiting for her prince to come along. And women end up 50, 60, 70 years old. Some of them are that mentally fucked up to where they can keep selling themselves this dream. This is sad. This is sad. She can't keep a man. I guarantee you this woman is hell to be around. Because she's strong. She's independent. She's got feminism pulsing through her veins because she's a cold-blooded woman in the workforce. No man wants that shit. The men who want it are the beta soy boys sitting with you drinking chocolate mocha lattes at Starbucks. You know, those men that you don't want to fuck. The men who you just sit around and kill time with so you don't have to go home and sit around and think why the men you want don't want you. It's not the men who's gonna fuck you like you're a piece of fucking trash and fuck you and spit on you, because that's what these women really want. Those men don't want you. I mean, they may take you for a night or two, but they ain't trying to sit up with you. The guys who want women who end up in these boats are those soy boy softies.
Okay, let's find the guy. Let's find the guy she would be looking for. She was 37 here. She was 37 during this video. So let's say 37 she probably don't want to go that high, but we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 37 to 55. She seems like she would date any race. Let's find the guy. Now let's be clear. Hey, look, she work out, she's fit. She don't want some fat dude. So exclude obese. All women would like a 6'2". Mostly all women would like a 6 feet dude if they got a chance to pick. But if a chick is fit and pretty, it's damn near guaranteed that she want at least 6 foot, because they spoil for choice. So we're gonna say at least 6 foot. and he at least make 500K, because she probably make like 500K a year, something like that. Oh yeah, I give her the benefit of the doubt. 350K. Mr. 0.5, essentially. Mr. 0.43, but essentially Mr. 0.5. It's the same guy they're all looking for. And honestly, it's worse than that, because we haven't accounted for looks, if he's nice. So realistically, Mr. 0.05. But I got a sneaky suspicion that Mr. 0.5 can do better than her. But I got one more video. I mean, maybe let's see what I'm looking for. And she ain't gonna say nothing that interesting. Let's move on. Well, let me touch on something now. So that was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago, folks. And guess what? Shocker, she's still fucking single. Still single, strapping. 5 years later. It's gonna get worse. The more insecure she get about getting older, the more she gonna be trying to show her butt cheeks and her pussy print. Because that's just who they are, naturally. It's just, like, especially the ones who grew up looking good. Oh, yeah. Her whole identity is looking good. Now she's got to shoot shit in her fucking neck. And try to come up with new fucking George Lucas tricks to get men to not realize that she's 42. And maybe he'll mistake me for a 32 or 28-year-old. Shit is sick. Still no man posted 5 years later. But I'm getting to a point. I'm getting to a point. Yeah, fancy trips and dinners that you could pay for by your fucking self. You're by yourself. This is a 42-year-old woman, by the way, y'all. Self-absorbed, egotistical, and there's not enough room in her brain for a man to be a part of her life because her ego's too fucking big. It's taking up too much space. Yeah, that's all she got left. Don't you want to fuck my tits? That's all she got left at 42, and it's sick and sad. But I want to make a point. And here's the point I want to make. I don't know how long she was single. Let's just count whatever little fling she had in 2020 as a relationship. We'll call it that. So she hasn't had a relationship, a notable relationship, since 2020, and it's 2026. What does it mean when a woman has been single and looking for years, class? I've told you this before. And this don't even just go for, fit, skinny, pretty bitches or whatever. What does it mean when a woman has been single and looking for years? What do I mean for it?
She knows her value has dropped, right? And pay attention, because this is where women end up in complete misery for the rest of their lives. Once they end up in these age brackets and have to get married after 27, 28, 29, 30, she knows that any man who will happily take her on must be of lower value. Why? Because she is now of lower value. The woman now has to weigh her options. Do I just keep living alone and all my friends are married and do have kids and now I'm just alone with my cats, wine, and buffalo burgers and prescription medications? Or get with this guy who must be clearly low value because he's fucking with me. A woman over 28, 29, 30, and or a single mother woman will never love you. You are not what she wanted. You can't be. Okay, in her eyes, you can never be that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
Now let's check back in, when that skin starts to sag a little too much and she's going to drift off to nothingness. Because then they start to realize, oh, well, maybe I have to start thinking for a change. Uh-oh, I got to have a personality. I got to be likable when I open my fucking mouth for anything other than sucking cock. What? This is torture. This is hell. Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up. She has just destroyed damaged goods, and there is nothing a man can do. She could do one of two things. One, die alone, or two, she can marry a man and resent him for the rest of her life that she has to be stuck with him. Those are the only two ways out.
By the time they hit 40, they want the whole world. But you 40, like you ain't worth the whole world no more. You was worth that 20 years ago. By the time they hit 35, you better come up with XYZ. Like, you ain't worth XYZ. And they be bad. Like, it's so sad. But I'm glad. Bars. Their lifespan is a comedy show, to be honest about it, man. It's brutal to say, but it is. And it's funny. The reason it's so funny is because when they're on top, they don't care about you at all. You can just roll. You can literally roll down the street and die in front of them, and they will walk over you when they're in their top prime. That's what makes it so hilarious in the end. Like all of them.
Prince Charming is for young, youthful, pretty bitches who know how to be submissive. That's not for you.
That don't matter that we put a lot of emphasis on back. Speaking of things that don't matter that we put a lot of emphasis on back then was the idea of having children on television back then, and then now.
Now this is Roxy. She was also on 106 in Park. Now Jaleesa looks better than her. Yeah, Jaleesa looks better than her in my opinion. And I'm not saying Roxy is bad looking. She kept her body fit, and everything, and she don't look bad. She still look good, relatively speaking. But she's just older. Like when you walk in a room, like, oh, that's an older woman. There's something that just cringes in a man's body. Like, oh shit, older woman. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll still fuck. Like, oh, she ain't bad looking. I'll fuck her old ass. But that urge to want to build a life with her and wine and dine, and it goes away once we can walk in a room and instantly see, oh, that's an older woman. Never mind. Like, I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just breaking it down. So it doesn't matter how much shit she shoots in her face, or how many times she go to the surgery to get cut on, or this or that, cream, youth cream, and another 10,000 pounds of makeup. It's not going to change the fact that a man can instantly walk in a room and just see you're a 40-plus-year-old woman. So, Because I'll tell y'all this real quick. I'll tell y'all this. Now, I don't know if Roxy is. Let's see if she's still with Anthony Anderson. Hold on, let me check. Okay, yeah. So Roxy is still with Anthony Anderson, but they only been together since late 2025. Okay. Now I have a theory about women like this. Let me see how old Roxy is. Probably about the same age as Jaleesa. How old is Roxy Diaz? Yo, she's the exact same age as Jaleesa, 42. I have a theory about these women. Some of these women can turn it around. They could be a train wreck up to 30, 32, and then they get a man at 32 and they realize, okay, it's over. I got to act right for this one. And they kind of turn it around. I mean, they're still going to be a train wreck because women are train wreck. But you know what I mean? They turn it around and they actually just stay with that guy forever. It don't mean it's going to be a good marriage. It don't mean she ain't going to be a bitch. It don't mean she ain't going to be controlling. But she get it together enough to just stay in this relationship. But in my opinion, in most cases, that's going to happen at 30 by 35. That's going to happen by 35. And if it doesn't happen by 35, it will never happen in 99% of cases. So Roxy has been with Anthony Anderson since late 2025. It's really new. It's not even late 2026 yet. So I'm not going to be shocked if it doesn't work out. I want it to work out for her. Seriously. I'm not, I don't want to make it seem like I hope it don't work out. Like, no, I hope it do work out. But her history says it's not going to work out. But the point I was going to make about women who've been single and looking for years, it's them not getting off their high horse. They keep slapping into the wall because if you've been single and looking for years as a woman, you're telling the world, I'm single by choice because I would rather be single and miserable than settle for something than my ideal man. But it's also telling the world, I'm coming in contact with my ideal man and he don't want nothing to do with me. So they end up in that loop of misery. Who I want don't want me, who want me I don't want, so I'd rather just choose to be single. That's the decision a woman is making when she's single and looking for years.
And then now, speaking of things that don't matter that we put a lot of emphasis on back then, was the idea of having children on television back then. And then now it's okay to be a mom. Thanks, Cardi. It's okay to be a mom on TV. And you know,
Look at her role model. Her role model is Cardi B. What else do we need to hear? Thanks, Cardi. Because if it wasn't for Cardi, they don't have a mind of their own. If I didn't see a dingbat like Cardi B have kids and be on TV, I didn't know it was okay or I could do it. Yeah, because they have to follow something. If it's not men, it's the internet and other dingbats on the internet and TV. They're natural born followers. So I'm going to let Cardi B dictate if I start a family or not. Or I need a Cardi B to start a family for me to know it was okay to start a family in my 30s. Think about that for a second. She needed an ex-stripper who got famous rapping to let her know, to pave the way and let her know it's okay to have kids and be in media. Never mind.
be a mom on TV and, you know, have kids and have a life, which was not even talked about or discussed during our tenure back then. Is it something that you regret?
Not having kids?
Not having kids yet, or not maybe like having settled down already by now?
So when it comes to that, I gotta be honest, I'm a little delulu, as they say. I really am. I still am. I'm 40 years old now, and one day I wake up when I see all of my friends' beautiful kids, and I think I show up as best as I can as an auntie. But yeah, some days I really do feel like, is that a missing piece of the puzzle? And
She knows it is. I'm just gonna say this right now. These are the word salad games they gotta play to save face. She knows it's a missing piece of the puzzle. She knows that's why God put her on the planet to start a family, not to do media and do 106 in Park. She knows it, but she got to play word games now so she don't seem like the big loser that she is. And that's not like a diss, but I'm just you know what I mean.
Now let's check back in, you know, when that skin starts to sag a little too much and she's going to drift off to nothingness. Because then they start to realize, oh, well, maybe I have to start thinking for a change. Uh-oh, I got to have a personality.
I actually didn't mean to play that one, but anyway, let's get back into it.
Some days I really do feel like, is that a missing piece of the puzzle? And then other days I feel completely complete, and that's okay too. And I really don't want to fall into the, you know, and then you get the comments too.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, what's wrong with you? You're at this age and you don't have a man and you don't got kids. Like, there's
Yes, that's what every sane person is going to think about this situation. Why are you still reading comments at 42? Because they never grow the fuck up, folks. That's why she's still reading comments at 42.
age and you don't have a man and you don't got kids, like there must be something wrong with you. It's like, well, maybe I don't show that aspect of my life, because I don't. I really haven't shown that part on my.
Well, we don't need to see it to know what it is with you. They think they're hiding something. Like, it's common sense. A attractive woman, fit woman, gorgeous woman, some would even say. Fit woman, single for years. Everybody already know the deal because they got an aunt like that. They got a cousin, a niece like that. They already know the deal. People can just piece it together. The guys she want don't want her, and the guys that want her, she don't want. I love how Manosphere videos, well, I mean, this is probably my algorithm. But it would be dope if all the stupid dingbat feminist videos like this always accompanied a Manosphere video breaking the dumb shit down.
I really haven't shown that part on my social media, and I don't really think people care that much.
Right.
But besides the few comments, and also I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of thinking that my life is not going to be complete if I don't have kids and this and that, and the family and the dog and the whole thing.
Well, I want to know more about. You were close though. Really close at one time.
Yes,
you
I
dodged.
was close.
I wouldn't know if you would call it dodging the bullet.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
Which, by the way, that feels like a lifetime ago.
Did she just call her a B word? See, you also gotta you also can't fall for the trap that these women are classy because they're sitting in a nice condo. You also can't fall for the trap that these bitches are classy because they sipping wine with what is Manolo Blahniks or whatever the fuck on with a nice view, and they sitting with their legs crossed. These are ratchet bitches too. They just know how to fake it better. Because she called her a B word and all that. It's trashy, classless. It don't take much for the facade to fall apart. All you gotta do is keep letting them talk. That's why they love Instagram so much. Because they don't gotta talk and ruin the image.
See, Instagram is a godsend for bitches, man. It's a godsend for bitches because they get to put their whole resume of auctioning off their pussy in Instagram, and they don't gotta talk. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to speak in coherent sentences. They don't have to actually say something with sense because they know men want to fuck bitches just because they look good, right? And it's a godsend to pick them up after they fail in regular life in just being a fucking decent human and trying to find an actual spouse in life. Instagram is it's a godsend for bitches. Being pretty only gets you so far. It'll get you into a bed. It'll get guys, matching with you on online dating, getting that validation from there, getting comments on Instagram, trying to get in her pussy, telling her whatever she want to hear. Yeah, women should be empowered. Yeah, yeah, it'll get all that. But actually sitting and existing with a motherfucker, that's where woman struggles every time. Mark my word. Mark my fucking word. Look at Halle Berry. Halle Berry can't keep a fucking man. That bitch, that bitch is literally fucking documented in history as one of the baddest bitches. Angelina Jolie, Halle Berry, they documented as the most beautiful bitches on earth, on ER fucking F. And they can't keep a man.
Something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man. Like, I'm not crazy. No. Right? No. So when you find that you make a mistake, we all make mistakes. We have a right to say, oh God, this was a mistake. Let me start again. We have a right to do that.
Right.
Say that.
Okay.
Bitch, by the way, that feels like a lifetime ago. Okay? I was engaged at 24 years old, and I think I even forget sometimes. I swear, Roxy, is like so long ago.
Looking back at it then, knowing now, would that have been the best decision for you? How much would your life have changed had you said yes or went through with that marriage at 24? And do you think that it's actually better to wait as a woman, to wait later in life to decide whether you want marriage and kids?
Well, I certainly would say, kids are a miracle. We know this. So the timing, I don't think is ever going to be right. And from the friends that I have that do have kids, they'll tell you. Mm-hmm. But my life would have been completely different. I don't think that I would look as youthful as
Right, and that's what it's all about to them. That's what it's all about, being a hot piece of F meat. Forget the miracle of childbirth. Didn't she just call it a miracle? Yes, it was a miracle. Forget cultivating a family and having a legacy and having a whole room full of people, at your deathbed or during family reunions. It's 100 people in the room and you're responsible for all of them. You started it all, sitting back at grandma like, look at all my babies. Forget all that, because I still want to be a hot piece of F meat. So right. Exactly. Women are willing to sacrifice their family, just like when they get a divorce. I'm willing to sacrifice my family for my happiness, but really, I'm willing to sacrifice my family to go back on the F market and be a hot piece of F meat for a few months. I'll throw away my whole family so I can feel sexy again on the dating market on Tinder. Or I'll forfeit getting married and having kids so I can be on Instagrams. Yeah, forget the miracle of childbirth when you can be on Instagram in Cabo. See? Why start a family when I can have a leather jacket and a martini making kissy face at 42?
don't think that I would look as youthful as I look. I consider myself to look pretty good for my age. I don't know if that would have been the case, because in retrospect, you don't know what you don't know. And I think with age, I've just acquired way more information, not just information, but about myself. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the things that if I were the day of tomorrow, have a child, the things that I would be teaching that child now versus back then, oh man, the level of growth you can't even compare.
Do you have any regrets, something that you wish you would have done or had taken or done differently in your career?
Yes, I regret not joining TikTok fast.
Grow the fuck up. True evolution, that true growth as a human, it just isn't there. Oh my God, are you fucking 16? Mentally, yes, she is. Mentally, yeah. Most women's brains don't develop too far past 20 at max. I'm talking like, and this is doctorate level woman.
If you are single and you're living your life and you have a life to live, you have a rich, full life, you are winning. You are winning. See, y'all like to think, oh, you know, Anita's not married. Anita don't have a man. She's not winning. Baby, yes, I am. Because remember, the only two options for me are a great man who is masculine, who's a leader, who takes initiative, who is warm and loving and kind and protective. So if I can't have this, then it's this. Anita's gloriously single. Anita's gloriously single. She has a life that she loves. She has people that love her and that she loves. She has purpose in the world. She has work that is fulfilling. Great relationships with. That's it.
That's all, folks.
Like honestly, even Roxy is looking like, what kind of dumb was that? Even Roxy is like, really, girl? TikTok? You would have joined TikTok sooner. Oh my gosh. I'm getting off here on that note. I'll see y'all later tonight.